For the titles in the Peerage of Scotland, see Earl of Ormond. The peerage title Earl of Ormond and the related titles Duke of Ormond and Marquess of Ormond have a long and complex history. An earldom of Ormond has been created 3 times in the Peerage of Ireland. It was originally created in 1328 for James Butler. The 5th Earl was created Earl of Wiltshire in the Peerage of England, but he was attainted in 1461 and his peerages were declared forfeit. The earldom of Ormond was restored to his younger brother, John Butler, the 6th Earl. The de facto, if not indeed the de jure Earl, Piers Butler, was induced to resign his rights to the title in 1528. This facilitated the next creation by awarding the titles of Ormond and Wiltshire to Thomas Boleyn, who was the father of Anne Boleyn. At the time, Anne was the mistress of King Henry VIII of England. As a maternal grandson of the 7th Earl, Thomas Boleyn had a slim claim to the title. Through his daughter Anne, he was the grandfather of Elizabeth I of England. On the death of Boleyn, these peerages of the second creation became extinct because he lacked male heirs, his son George having been executed for treason. As a reward for his patriotism and generosity, Piers Butler, a cousin of the 7th Earl, was created Earl of Ossory 5 days after resigning his rights to the other titles. The third creation for Piers Butler merely recognized the reality of the situation prior to the Boleyn eruption. The 5th Earl of this creation was made Marquess of Ormond and Duke of Ormond in the Peerage of Ireland, and Duke of Ormond in the Peerage of England. Other titles held by the earls. Prior to the creation of the earldom of Ormond, the 1st Earl's father had been created the 1st Earl of Carrick. However, this title did not pass to James Butler. After a gap of 7 years following his father's death, James was rewarded with an earldom in his own right, Ormond. After 1682, the spelling Ormond was used almost universally. Subsidiary titles for the Duke were Earl of Brecknock and Baron Butler in the Peerage of England and Earl of Ormond, Earl of Ossory and Viscount Earls in the Peerage of Ireland. In 1715 the 2nd Duke was attainted and his English peerages declared forfeit. In 1758 the de jure 3rd Duke died and the dukedom and marquessate became extinct. The 11th Earl was created the Marquess of Ormond in the Peerage of Ireland in 1816. On his death that title became extinct and the earldoms passed to his brother, for whom the title Marquess of Ormond was created in the Peerage of the United Kingdom in 1825. The title became extinct in 1997, while the earldom became dormant. An unrelated earldom of Ormond was twice created in the Peerage of Scotland. Earls of Ormond, 1st creation, James Butler, 1st Earl of Ormond, James Butler, 2nd Earl of Ormond, James Butler, 3rd Earl of Ormond, James Butler, 4th Earl of Ormond, James Butler, 5th Earl of Ormond and 1st Earl of Wiltshire, John Butler, 6th Earl of Ormond, Thomas Butler, 7th Earl of Ormond, Earls of Ormond, 2nd creation, Thomas Boleyn, 1st Earl of Wiltshire and 1st Earl of Ormond, Earls of Ormond, 1st creation, 3rd creation, Piers Butler, 8th Earl of Ormond, James Butler, 9th Earl of Ormond, Thomas Butler, 10th Earl of Ormond, distant cousin of Elizabeth I, James Butler, Viscount Earls, Walter Butler, 11th Earl of Ormond, Thomas Butler, Viscount Earls, James Butler, 12th Earl of Ormond, Dukes of Ormond, James Butler, 1st Duke of Ormond, Thomas Butler, Viscount Earls, Thomas Butler, 6th Earl of Ossory, James Butler, 2nd Duke of Ormond, Charles Butler, 3rd Duke of Ormond, Earls of Ormond, 1st and 3rd creation, John Butler, 15th and 8th Earl of Ormond, Walter Butler, 16th Earl of Ormond, John Butler, 17th Earl of Ormond, Walter Butler, 18th Earl of Ormond, Marquesses of Ormonde. Walter Butler, 1st Marquess of Ormonde. Earls of Ormond, 1st and 3rd creation. James Wansford Butler, 19th and 12th Earl of Ormond. Marquesses of Ormond. James Wansford Butler, 1st Marquess of Ormond and 19th Earl of Ormond. John Butler, 2nd Marquess of Ormond and 20th Earl of Ormond. James Edward William Theobald Butler, 3rd Marquess of Ormond and 21st Earl of Ormond. James Arthur Wellington Foley Butler, 4th Marquess of Ormond and 22nd Earl of Ormond. James George Anson Butler, 5th Marquess of Ormond and 23rd Earl of Ormond. James Anthony Butler, Viscount Earls. James Arthur Norman Butler, 6th Marquess of Ormond and 24th Earl of Ormond. James Hubert Theobald Charles Butler, 7th Marquess of Ormond and 25th Earl of Ormond. Earldoms dormant in 1997. Marquessate extinct. Earls of Ormond dynasty. The presumed successors of the 7th Marquess in the earldoms of Ormond dynasty have been the 17th and 18th Viscounts Mountgarret, descending in the male line from a younger son of the 8th Earl, but the claim has not been proved, because the possibility of male descendants of sons of the 9th Earl has not been ruled out.